everyone, I'm Gab, and today I'll be one of your hosts for today's stream together with Zoe, which we will tackle about mental health. And as this stream goes on, we want you to know that with us, you'll always be lucky.
So, good afternoon everyone. So, alam niyo naman siguro kung ano ang content natin ngayon. But for some of you might not know about it, so our content is about mental health. So, before we begin, this event conducted just beyond this sign may contain triggering and or sensitive topics like suicidal tendency, abuse, depression, and etc. are some topics mentioned within this event. If you feel triggered, you can leave the stream before anything bad happens. And please, we are not professionals, so please bear with us.
In this stream, we will first discuss our main topic, which is mental health. And we want you to share your thoughts and insights as we tackle it. So before we start, let's ask Zoe. Zoe, how do you define mental health?
Well, mental health refers to a person. I'm sorry. So mental health refers to a person overall emotional and psychological well-being. It encompasses a variety of elements including mood, thoughts, behavior, and social functioning. Mental health disorders such as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder can disrupt a person's ability to lead a fulfilling life. So, additional for this, good mental health is characterized by the ability to cope with the normal stress of life, work productively, and make meaningful contribution to one's community. Mental health is a crucial aspect of overall health and well-being, and mental health problems can have serious consequences if left untreated. And it's more important to note that mental health is a spectrum and can change over time depending on life circumstances and experiences. Mental health can be improved and maintained through a combination of therapeutic interventions, lifestyle changes, and self care practices. For our next topic, we will ask Gab about it. So, Gab, for you, what is mental health problem or issues? Ano ang pwedeng mangyari baka sakali kung merong ganito?
Mental health problems are conditions that affect a person's mood, thinking, and behavior, which explains why many do not know that mental health about could also have issues. And it turns out that a number of people occasionally experience problems with their mental health. However, a mental health issue turns into a mental disease when persistent symptoms put you under a lot of stress and impair your capacity to do daily tasks. A mental health may make your life miserable and interfere with regular activities including jobs, school, and relationships. Most of the time, a combination of medicine and talk therapy helps control the symptoms. For our next slide, Zoe will tackle the cause while I'm going to tackle the effects made by the issues that affect mental health has.
Of course, mental health problem will always have cause and effects to us. Simulan natin with the cause. And after that, Gab will tell us about the effect of mental health problem. So the first one is stress, second is abuse, next is neglect, next is the parenting issues, stroke of faith, bad childhood experiences, bullying, relationship issues, social pressure, and discrimination. So these factors influence more than only who will eventually acquire a mental health disease. Additionally, they have an impact on when and how serious their symptoms will be. By taking steps to lessen our risk factors, you can also enhance your own mental health. That can entail receiving medical attention, such as medication on counseling. We will further talk about the solution for these issues later on.
Remember, it's impossible for all of these causes to not have any effects. So here are the effects brought by the issues mental health has. First, we have physical health issues, depression, personality disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, eating disorders, self-harm, panic attack, anxiety, and suicidal tendencies. These effects could lead to a more serious situation that may be hard to treat because the symptoms have gotten more serious and hard to deal with. So we must look after it before it gets worse and have it immediately treated with therapy and medications to lessen the consequences it has. And on to our next slide, we have examples of mental health problems. First, we have anxiety. Anxiety is a feeling of unease, worry, or fear which affects how a person behaves. Second, we have depression. Depression is a major health issue that has an adverse impact on your thoughts, feelings, and behavior. Thankfully, it is also curable. When you're depressed, you could also experience sadness or lose interest in your past interests. As a result, it may result in a number of mental and physical issues that may affect your capacity for both job and daily living. And lastly, we have self-harm. It is, it is a thing people do when they are dealing with intense and emotional feelings.
Next is personality disorders, condition in which an individual differs significantly from an average person in terms of how they think, perceive, feel, or relate to others. Odd conduct that can be disturbing and upsetting might result of this in how person feel and mistaken views about other people. Next is panic attack. A panic attack is a feeling of sudden and intense anxiety. Panic attack can be scary with physical signs such as trembling, dizziness, and irregular heartbeats. They can feel as though they are losing control or passing away. Second to the last is eating disorder. Eating disorder are behavioral conditions characterized by severe and persistent dis- disturbance in eating behaviors and associated in distressing thought and emotions. They can be serious, very serious condition affecting physical and psychological and social function. And lastly is sleeping disorder. Sleeping disorder involves problem with the quality, timing, and amount of sleep, which result in daytime distress and impairment in functioning.
Now we're on to the solution. Diba usually when we have problems, we always think of solutions to solve it right away. Same with the problems people experience with their mental health. They also need and look for solutions. So let's start with depression. So depression can be treated by taking medications and having psychological therapy, which will help improve the symptoms brought by this issue. And we also have personality disorder. It is known to not have no do not have any treatment at all. But taking psychotherapy, or more known as talk therapy, could help in dealing with this problem. Third is sleeping disorder. Sleeping disorder can be easily treated with taking sleeping pills, melatonin supplements, but if you really want to have a good quality of sleep, try to change your sleeping schedule into a better and healthy one. Lastly, we have eating disorders. Eating disorders can have different treatments because it depends on how it will treat the person with the problem. But people usually take psychotherapy, medications, and nutrition counseling to somehow help themselves with their problem in eating.
So next is self-harm. Self-harm is way of coping with intense feeling that urge them to hurt themselves, but there are alternatives to cope without hurting yourself, like writing down what you feel and distract yourself with things you are interested in. Second to the last is panic attack. Panic attack can be hard to deal with since it happens unexpectedly, but therapy can also help you cope, and taking medication can help you reduce symptoms brought by attack you had been. And lastly is anxiety. Anxiety cannot be really prevented because it happens frequently, and you can only cope with by reducing your stress, talk to someone if you really need to, and try to look after your mental and physical health. And that's it. So before we end this stream, we will move on with our question and answer that will be happening on live or live chat.
Okay, so let's ask Zoe. Zoe, what causes mental health problems?
Sorry with Anna. Okay. Um, what mental health problem cause is like ito usually yung laging nangyayari sa atin kasi like when in school like lagi kang stressed tas parang you wanted to give up like parang sa'yo wala ka ng pag-asa kasi parang hirap na hirap ka na, gano'n. For you, how about you? Okay. So, nagla-lag po ngayon si Cab. So, yun na lang. Nag-ask yung leader namin. So, about my experience with my mental health problem, like, of, di naman, di naman masyadong often, pero, nilalabanan ko din yung mga challenges na meron ako. So, I might give some tips for other people who is also facing this kind of mental health problem in school. So, ang ginagawa ko minsan is um, I take a break while listening to music. Then move aside ko muna yung mga bagay na nagpapa-stress sa'kin. Then after um, na okey na ako, then I'll continue na lang ulit yung kung anong ginagawa ko. Then if hindi talaga kaya, then I'll ask for help with others na lang, like friends, family, teachers, gano'n. Cam, nandiyan ka na ba?
Hello, I'm back. Pero to answer Zoe's question kanina, I think what causes those problems are, experiences in life, for example, trauma or ganun.
Pero para sa'yo, like sa school din ba, nagkakaroon ka din ng problem, gano'n, sa mental health?
Yes, kaya I try to keep,
Um, then how do you overcome it? Like paano mo siya sinusolusyunan, gano'n, para sa'yo? So we're having a 5 minutes break lang po because of the technical issue lang po. Sorry. So we're back. So again, this question ko last before we we have a break time kanina. So for you, Gab, um dun sa mga mental health problems mo, what solution or how did you overcome it?
Okay, so whenever I try to maintain my mental health healthy, I usually talk it out, saka I try to distract myself from the things na nangyari. And also, whenever my anxiety is kicking in, I try to calm myself and do breathing exercises. And sorry, I'm gonna ask you a question. What can you do to make others feel okay or feel good?
Kasi, for me, kasi sa sa mga friends ko, minsan, I often be the one who will, um, ano, comfort them, gano'n. So, for me, like, before I give, some comforting words for them, I'll listen first kasi bak bakit ko bakit ko sasabihin yung dapat ko sasabihin kung hindi ko pa alam yung kung ano problema nila, like ano, yeah, tapos if nasabi niya na, then I'll make sure na I'll give her some advice, then him or her, give her, them advice kung anong gagawin nila, um, um, kung anong puwedeng, um, the anong puwedeng gawin nila to make them feel like, to lessen their worries in life, gano'n. Ikaw din, anong ginagawa mo if ever na may gano'n kang friend na like may problem, like she wanted to give up even though she have everything? So, ulitin ko lang ulit. So, kasi hindi daw niya naintindihan. So, um, for you, Gab, anong ginagawa mo in case na may friend kang may problem, like they wanted to give up na, then kahit meron na sila, kahit even though she have everything na magpapasaya sa kanya, what will you do?
Siguro I'll try my best to be there for them, lalo na if they really need someone to talk or rant to. And I'll try to give advices when I can.
So, kapag may problem ka, kanino ka nag-aano, like, nag-o-open up? Sa family mo or ano, do you prefer friends?
To be honest, wala. Wala talaga. I keep it to myself. Kasi I think kaya ko namang overcome it. Ikaw ba?
Like you, parang gusto mo na lang i-keep sa sarili mo then find a solution by yourself, ganun.
Yes.
I do the same also eh. Then parang
Ano, judge.
ano, parang yung kinikip mo na lang sa sarili mo kasi ayaw mong maistorbo yung iba, ganun, 'di ba?
Oo, ganun. Ikaw, do you keep your problems to yourself or you need someone to talk with or rant to para malabas yung nararamdaman mo?
Ano, sometimes like ano, more often sa I keep it by myself na lang kasi like what I said earlier, ayokong makaistorbo sa iba. Lalo na kung problema ko din naman yun. Like, parang problem ko, then kailangan ko din, may sarili din akong ano, solusyon para sa problem ko. But kung hindi na talaga kaya, then mag-aas ako sa iba. Ganun. So, mahaba pa. So, i-end tayo sa 5:45. So, more chika pa. So, mahaba pa. So, i-end tayo. So, um, I think, Gab, meron ka ba bang question? May question ka ba bang i-ask for more experiences, ganon? Ah, so, wala. So, we're just going to give advice na lang, no? Siguro. For, una muna ako. So, for advice, I think, um, mas prefer ko is to share it to someone who you really trust. Kasi, parang mas komportable ka i-share yung mga problems mo. Then, if kaya mo naman din, then you can solve it by yourself. Then, one day, you feel better naman. So, ganun. So, nawala si Gab. Okay. Ayun. Hi, Gab. So, give advice. One or two advice. Yan.
Okay, so if you really want to develop a good mental health, I think you should You should take time to relax and reflect. And take part in something that makes you happy. Kasi it helps a lot.
Then ano, listen to music na lang, ganun, for additional advice. So that's it. I think we're going to have our end of this stream now. So thank you everyone for listening and we hope that you learned something. Have a nice evening and bye. Bye po.